was like, that ain't got nothing to do with it. But they was like, oh no, that could be considered evidence. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's to still be public information. We should still be able to see what happened. It's not like we about to go see the murder weapon.
All four of them got active immediately.
Yeah, see, and that's crazy. So all four of them was hitting him.
Wolfing and talking and clapping and all that gay shit. No.
There's no way that they missed that in court. There's no way.
Maybe 15, 25 seconds, and it was on the pop.
So now we're continuing on with this topic dealing with Carmelo Anthony, and I'm receiving so much more that I'm gonna have to dig into as far as research is concerned. But in this particular video, I want to show you something. One of the guys that were in the news conference that was talking about the video that they saw and how that video is totally different from the video that they displayed inside of the courtroom. This guy actually went down there to the school to go check out the video himself. He went by the name of T Sturdy, and I may even play a clip right here so you can see what I'm talking about, that he was one of the people that were at the press conference giving his take about what he saw. So he actually had an interview. He followed up. Now that's something different, and I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, shout out to Freezy on YouTube, No Captivity, because he actually had an interview with T Sturdy, and I'm getting ready to play that for you right now. All right, so here it is. This is the interview that he did with Freezy, and T Sturdy is the one that's on the right, like right below me. So you're gonna see and hear exactly what was done and how it went. You're gonna hear the flow of everything and what he had to go through in order to see the video. Now keep in mind, he saw the video last year. He was not the only one to see the video, but he saw it last year, along with other people. I really want people to understand that you have to pay attention to detail of what this gentleman is saying. I actually didn't believe these people at first. I thought they were making up lies. And then I thought about it, well, what's the reason why they would lie about something so critical? And I gave it a chance. But as you can see in my first video, when he was talking especially, I was turning my nose up like, something ain't right. This seems scripted. Like, I didn't want to believe it at first until it went on further. Like, if you watch the first video where I covered this, you'll see. But anyway, let's get into his take. Let's see what he says now.
T Sturdy. Shout out to T Sturdy in the building, man. T Sturdy, first off, I'd like to just say thank you for gracing this platform and allowing us to have your presence, bro. Thank you, bro.
It's honored to be here.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has some feedback too in his background, so you guys are going to hear some of that.
A lot of people, especially white people, and the black coons and the house ninjas. You know who I'm talking about.
Right on.
They say this story sounds unbelievable. They don't believe you guys actually seen an actual video. They believe you guys are lying.
At first, I did.
Now
I admit
it. Noticed on the interview that you gave, you didn't really go into great detail. I want to use this as an opportunity for you to actually go into detail about what you've seen on that video. Could you please first tell us what even motivated you to go actually watch the video? Were you talking to somebody? Was it just you didn't like how they was doing, how they were doing Carmelo at the time? What motivated you? How did you even find out about the video, and what motivated you to go down there and sign off to go see it?
Well, how I found out about seeing the video, there's a advocate by the name of Tiffany Billions.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tiffany.
Okay.
Shout out to Tiffany.
So she was the one. She was also in that press conference.
TikTok. About, you can sign a PR request, I believe it's called, because a FOIA request, I believe it's actual federal, but it's the same difference, right? Mm-hmm. You sign off or fill out the form, go up there and check out the video. So that's how I found out about going and seeing the video. But what actually motivated me to see the video is I have a son who's also 25. When I say 25, the class of 2025. Mm-hmm. So he was Carmelo's class, right? And, I also played ball. I referee in the Dallas area. So I'm still involved, right? Mm-hmm. And it was just a tragedy, just a tragedy. So once, I heard that sitting down in Florida at an Airbnb, the day it happened, I'm sitting down in Arizona, Florida, Airbnb. I get back to Dallas, find out you can actually go see the video. So I wanted to see the video for myself to find out, was the kid on some BS or was the kid, protecting himself? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you really wanted to see if the kid deserved, what he was potentially
the punishment that was inflicted upon him,
or if he actually was telling the truth about self-defense. You wanted to see for yourself as a man.
Absolutely, that was it.
They're also trying to state that he didn't say self-defense when he did.
I'm not allowed. I don't know why somebody would lie. If the kid did it, lock his ass up. If the kid is protecting himself, he shouldn't do a day. He shouldn't do a day inside.
I agree.
So, before you actually give a really detailed description of what you saw in the video, from what you saw in the video, do you think he deserves to be locked up? Do you think he even deserves to be found guilty of anything?
No disrespect, brother. No disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
There was an intro to Eazy-E's song where the reporter was like, "So Eazy, why do you cuss?" He was like, "I want to get my point across. So excuse me if a word or two come out, but hell no, hell no."
How about we do this, T-Sturdy? Start from the beginning on you actually driving up or going to Frisco ISD, and after you got out of your vehicle, when you went inside, what was the procedure in order to see this video from the beginning?
Okay, so the process was you get to the ISD, it's locked down, so you hit the intercom button. And they, you tell them your order of business. So my name is, Tony Sturman, here to see that video. They buzz you in. You go in, check in with the receptionist. She takes your ID, just like you do it. I don't know, people out here got kids at school. They take your ID and they give you that little.
They're checking you in
with your photo on there, with your name, and and put you in the, I guess
in the system.
In the system or whatever, let you know that you're here or been here.
My new book is here, The Quiet Blueprint of Wealth. It's a masterclass that teaches exactly what the title implies. Grab your physical copies on Amazon Prime or anywhere else books are sold, or download the ebook version exclusively at DaneMakeYouThink.com.
After you did all of that, after you gave your name and your ID and they buzzed you in, after you made it in, were there any instructions, or who met you at the door?
Well, the instructions was, I forget the lady's name. A lot of people on TikTok know these ladies' name, but I forget the lady's name. She was of, I want to say, like Middle Eastern descent. That was the receptionist. So she was like, "Okay, we got you in. You go have a seat in the lobby." And I believe her name was Michelle, and that was the person who who actually ran the video for you to see. So that she was like, go have a seat in the lobby. Michelle will be down and take you upstairs to go view the video.
You had to wait.
He not the only one that said the name Michelle was the person that showed the video.
Yeah, I did. I believe I sat there for about maybe 15 minutes. It was a nice little wait. I sat there for maybe 10, 15 minutes. At the time, I thought I was the only person viewing the video. But I noticed on the side that I was sitting, it was just a gentleman sitting there. And on the other side of the lobby, there was a female sitting there. Mm-hmm. So as I was sitting there, the gentleman was waiting to actually serve papers. Because, as I'm ear hustling,
yeah,
I find out he was actually there to, serve like subpoena papers.
So who?
Really?
Yes, sir.
So you waited for about 15 minutes.
Hey, Freeze, you should have asked him
to go to see the video or whatever.
But that's when Michelle called me and the other lady who was sitting on the other side up to the locked door there at the foyer area to go jump on the elevator and go upstairs to start viewing the video.
So y'all had to go up an elevator, and what floor was it on that y'all got off on to see the video?
It was like the second or third. It could have been a fourth, but I just know we got on the elevator and went up 2 or 3 flights to go, check out that video.
Keep in mind, he saw it last year.
Saying this in detail is because this is our first time hearing like sitting down in the lobby. I think it is, and going up an elevator or whatever. If the
details leading up to seeing the video.
Forgive me, this is my first time really hearing this. So you went up an elevator, this is what you mean by this video was on lockdown. I mean, y'all had to be buzzed in. You had to
That's
wait
true.
15
It was on
minutes
lockdown.
Then you had to go. Somebody had to lead you up an elevator. Go up an elevator by 2 or 3 flights, and boom. When you got off the elevator, then what?
Then we walked down the hallway. I believe we made a left into an office. The office had a little sitting area. It was like a couch on one side of the wall, and the wall that you walked in, there was another little couch and like a end table. On the opposite wall, there was another receptionist desk. So in that room, there were also 2 adjacent rooms. There were conference rooms with conference table. Well, one was an office. The room that we went into was had a conference table. So there was a conference table, and that's the room that we actually went into to view the video. But prior to viewing that video, we was instructed to take everything out of our pockets, phones, keys, wallets. So all my belongings went on top of that receptionist desk.
Okay.
And the other lady, quote unquote, put her belongings on that end table. So as we walk into the office, they have
I wonder why he said that.
NDA statements to fill out. Saying that
They made them sign NDAs?
Whatever else it said. There are copies on TikTok.
Y'all had to sign NDAs?
Yes.
What?
Yes, we had to sign NDAs.
Wouldn't this video be considered a public, for the public? Like
It's supposed to be.
Video?
It's supposed to be, correct. It's definitely supposed to be.
Like, I never heard of having to sign NDAs, and I don't know.
They
maybe
hiding something.
Going case out, maybe, I don't know, but like, I never heard it. This is strange to me. It just sounds like some espionage. Like, it just sounds strange to me because do you remember Rick Child that gunned down the little black kid Cyrus?
Right.
They showed that video on mainstream media, right? We didn't have to sign off to see the Rick Child video, the surveillance video of him actually leaving out of his store, running after that kid, him and his son. We didn't have to sign off on that. That to me, that's strange.
Man, we saw everybody else's video, but this
signing
one.
an NDA, leaving your phones with it. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say that because that sounds strange to me, dog. Yeah.
I understand them not wanting people to record, but an NDA?
That's everybody who viewed the video. So,
So everybody that viewed the video had to sign an NDA. We just said that.
Michelle notices that the lady that I'm watching the video. That's everybody who viewed the video. So, as we sign that video, we hand it to Michelle. Michelle notices that the lady that I'm watching the video with
sign the
NDA. So she give it back to her, like, can we please get your John Hancock on this form here? So, that's taken care of. Then at the end of the conference room, from the door, at the end of the conference room, there's probably a 45-inch, maybe 52-inch, 50-inch TV up on the wall, and that's
a nice size
video. However, the video that we're viewing is basically, the area that we're viewing on that video, on that 50-inch TV, the size that we're looking at is basically the size of these boxes. If you're on the phone, not the boxes on the laptop here, but if people have the phone, it's basically a 2-inch by 2-inch area that we have to.
Wait a minute,
like that?
What?
No, the little box. If you're actually, because I'm using my Android to chime in, so I don't know people on their Androids or iPhones or whatever. But
okay,
I also have my laptop up.
I'm trying to understand what you mean by little boxes. What do you mean by that?
So I got a whole 50-inch TV, right, to watch the video, and I'm thinking I'm gonna watch the video on this 50-inch TV.
Yeah.
But when they show the video, the tent area on that video is only 2 by 2 inches. In the top left-hand corner of the TV, it's like they purposely minimized that video.
Really?
Nah, bro.
Yes, sir.
So, this small box that y'all watched on that TV,
That's a problem.
According to Lena and according to Kyra, right? And according to, I think that was Lou.
Keep in mind, that background noise is his.
Okay.
That's not me.
The video was still clear, though. It was clear enough for you to make out who was who, and it was 4K.
It was clear enough as I'm looking at you on my phone.
Really?
Wow.
It was that clear. TV reporter on our goddamn local station who came out there and said that video was grainy. And that's what I was expecting to see when I walked in there.
Yeah, we seen that on YouTube too. Those videos
everybody was saying
YouTube where the TV reporters were saying it was grainy and blurry, you couldn't see nothing. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I was expecting.
Even the people in the courtroom said that.
There. But when Michelle put that video on, it was shit. It might have been clearer than the damn video that I'm looking on my phone right here. It was crystal crispy clear.
Wow.
Going around telling people about you guys, the people that actually signed up to see the video, and every time I tell it, talk to other people about you guys, most people are like, it's unbelievable. That's unbelievable, especially the naysayers. And it's unbelievable. That can't be true. It just can't be true.
It sounds like it's two different videos.
They would have been showed that to the public.
And if that video aligned with what them people said on that stand, that video would have been out last year in 25.
Right.
That video would have been out last year, April 5th, because it happened April 2nd, I believe.
Yeah.
That video would have been out April 5th, 2025.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree. If it lined up, if the video lined up with what they were saying it was, they would have been put that video out. Interesting.
I know some people say
this video right here was 2 days ago.
They ask you at what part of the video you want to start.
No, 1 day ago.
Was that the case with you?
So Michelle asked us, we had two options. We can either watch the video start at 2 minutes or 11 minutes. So, of course, I don't know who said 2 minutes. So maybe somebody came in there and just wanted to watch the action, but I think pretty much everybody who viewed the video started at that 11-minute mark. And that's also what we selected, was that 11-minute mark.
Okay.
And from that 11, yes, sir. And from that 11-minute mark, she explained, please, keep your eye on the tent, because again, the viewing area of that tent is so small. If you try to look at, which we did because we had 11 minutes, if you try to look at the people running around the track or the coaches on the field or the people in the stands, you might miss it. But we did see that because we didn't realize at that time, because at that time for 9 minutes, I'm trying to go back and forth. Because I didn't want to miss it. But for 9 minutes, we see Karmelo sitting underneath that canopy at the top, basically in the back of the canopy, for 9 minutes.
Wow.
That kid was on his phone looking down. He wasn't looking up, hollering at nobody, watching no girls on the track running around, standing up, doing some little TikTok that. He wasn't doing none of that. He was sitting down with his book bag in between his legs and his head in that damn phone for 9 minutes.
For the audience, I want just to note, I just want y'all to know, up until this point, everything he's saying is pretty much the same thing
as everybody else
said on my show. Go ahead, T-Sturdy.
Everybody else's story saying the same thing.
Go back to that crystal clear.
But yeah, they were trying to say that he wasn't in there.
Because I didn't know when the action was going to jump off. But I kind of felt, since he gave us 2 minutes, I at least had, 4 or 5 minutes to look around. And in those 4 or 5 minutes, I could see umbrellas in the stand. I could see raindrops on the damn track. I could see birds flying. I could see coaches on the field. I could see, people still out there trying to warm up in a little drizzle. It was crystal damn clear. Now, I played ball. I played ball way back in the day when we used to watch film on 8mm film. So I know where grainy is. And that's what I was expecting to see, some old grainy ass shit. We used to have to watch film on 8mm films. You know
the difference between grainy and what really clear is?
Definitely. At that time, we're sitting there watching Karmelo, sitting there watching, some kids walk in. We thinking this is it.
Okay.
But then we noticed a group walk in. And if anybody is about that, right? I said, here it goes. Because you can watch somebody and see their demeanor, see their disposition. And, if I was sitting in the stands and I saw those boys walking, I'd be like, damn, what the hell they on? Because they were walking in there with a purpose. Okay. Again, just like Karmelo was sitting there, they didn't walk in, say hi to nobody. They didn't dap nobody up.
They walked straight to him.
Around. They walked straight in there.
Okay, that's what everybody was saying. Karmelo. They walked straight to Karmelo.
There was
hold up. That's very important because all of them said the exact same thing. They said that they walked in. 2 or 3 of them split, and then 4 of them walked directly to Karmelo. That's what everybody else is saying. You guys need to understand that. Everybody that saw the video that was not in, but before the court happened, everybody that saw the video outside of court said the same thing.
So there was one kid who was kind of jittery. They walked straight in there and was walking straight to Karmelo. There were 6 of them. So there was one kid who was kind of jittery and jumping around, like you could tell, like he was, oh yeah, some shit about to go down. That was his demeanor. Like he jumping around and giddy and playing around. He was one of those kids.
So this is very important. You're saying that the way you seen Austin and the rest of his crew approaching and going up the bleachers, it already seemed like they was geared up to do something.
Already, bro. I know there's some people out there that's know what's up on their P's and Q's. If I would have been sitting in the stands already, I'd have been like, what the hell they on? Because again, they wasn't walking in, looking around, dapping nobody up. They was walking in there with the purpose.
So they didn't walk, they didn't enter into that canopy or the memorial tent and sat down and was minding their own business for a while either.
That's not what they showed us, and that's the shit that's got my head spinning. Because they did not sit down.
Because that's what Hunter Metcalf was saying on the news and all. That's what he.
Yeah, that's true. They was trying to make it seem like they were there,
which is not what was on that video. That's not what I saw. Period.
Okay. I'm trying to get y'all to understand how long they've been lying.
Yep.
How long they've been lying. Go ahead, T-Sturdy. So you seen them enter into the stands, and then what?
And then 2 of them break off. So at the time, they went out the frame. But I guess in the, here now, we found out in the testimony that those 2 went off to, deflect and block,
distracting the coach.
What those other boys was about to do. So they walk straight up to Karmelo, and again, Karmelo's still sitting down. He ain't moved. And I don't know who all know what bleachers are, but bleachers in the rain are very slick.
Dangerous.
They're very slick. So keep that in mind, right? So they walked up to Karmelo and they surround Karmelo. You had one, I guess that would have been to his right, 1 to his left, and 2 directly in front of him. And they're hovering over him. I mean, he didn't stand up.
Okay.
And that's
tell us the position again. 1 to what now? In front of Karmelo.
Like a U shape. You know what I'm saying? You got 1 that's kind of, angled in from his right, 1 angled in from his left, and then those 2 are directly in front of him.
They were about to jump.
One of the 2 boys directly in front of him was Austin Metcalf.
It had to be. Now, they made that thing small so you couldn't tell the faces, but you can see, everything about the bodies. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you couldn't tell the details in the faces, but you can see the persons.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So that let me that was crazy to me that he let them walk up on him like that in a bleacher, because they're right in front of him. Like, as a man, you ain't finna put your private part that fucking close to my face. So they're over this kid.
Hold on, wait. They were that close to him?
They was on top of him, bro.
They was on top of him, damn near like they had they Johnsons in his face or whatever.
Yes, sir. That's why I said that kid was not like that, man. He's a good kid. He was not like that. Because I'm not letting you walk up on me like that.
Right.
And both Austin and Hunter are 200 pounders, 6 footers.
Over him like that. They just,
yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
This is Karmelo, and this is them. 4 of them making a U shape over him like that.
Yes. Yeah, you
casting a shadow.
And Karmelo was like 130, like a $130.
These persons were casting they were casting a shadow over him. It looked like. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So at that point, you really couldn't see Karmelo because he was covered up. So, and this is what I said from day one. You know what I mean? I know this is foul, but like I said, I prefaced it from day one. What I'm about to say is foul. They talked to Karmelo about 15, 20 seconds, and I got to give it to them. They got active quick. He wasn't.
Wait. Not Austin. I know that you said they.
All 4 of them got active immediately.
Yeah, see, and that's crazy. So all 4 of them was hitting him.
Wolfing and talking and clapping and all that gay No.
There's no way that they missed that in court. There's no way.
Maybe 15, 25 seconds, and it was on the popper.
Bro, I'm just getting.
That's upset. Major.
You telling just because I'm picturing this. It's making me upset more and more.
That's making everybody upset.
They jumped the boy. They jumped Karmelo Anthony, and from what you're saying, the U shape they made over him and how close they was, it was almost like they purposely didn't want him to escape. They purposely.
Man, why he let them walk up on him like that?
To beat him up. They went up there purposely with an agenda to beat this kid.
Why he let them walk up on him like that?
They went up there and got acted quick, so they was about it. And like I told other people, I've been on both sides of that. I jumped on before. I've been jumped before.
Man, that sound like that was set up. That sound like they said, hey, there he go right there. Or somebody snitched. Hey, there go Karmelo right there.
As they are wailing on him and jumping him, and they got straight to it immediately, like you said, immediately. Okay, from your account, what did you see after that? Like, cause
Sturdy got a drink.
I know what the other people said. I know what they said as far as Karmelo's body and what they seen his body do and all that. Could you tell us what you seen after you seen them actually jumping him and assaulting him? I'm talking about all 4 of them. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, I never really said this before, but I was enraged at that point because I was like, oh shit, this young brother is getting jumped.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So why are we even talking about? Because at that point he was locked up and released. So I'm like, why is this even continuing on as the case? This is clear-cut self-defense. So, Karmelo is fighting off, and then he's able to escape and back out the back of the canopy. And he stands up. This is the first time he stands up when he escapes from them and backs out the back of the canopy. Okay. This is the first time he stands up.
The first time. So the whole time he was sitting down when they was wailing on him.
The whole time he was sitting, bro, he didn't even stand up.
Come on,
he didn't even stand up, bro. While he was
how they missed that?
Try to stand. Well, I guess he tried to stand up, but they had him. But the first time he was able to stand up, when he was able to get away from them dudes and stand up at the back of the stand up about 3 or 4 bleachers behind that canopy, bro.
So when he stood up, what did you see happen when he stood with the?
He trying to get up out of there.
Stand up and try to back away.
When he stood up, man, he looked to his right, and to his right were other canopies and other people. You really couldn't see that on the screen, but you see people walk earlier that way. So there are other tents set up there, and there's other people. So he looked to his right. There's no escape there. The next set of bleachers to his left wasn't nobody there. Now I bring that up. I'm gonna bring this up again. Remember, it had just rained. It was wet and slippery on those bleachers, and I also wrestled. So as a football and wrestle, we used to have to run bleachers. So I know how hard it was to run dry bleachers. This kid flew down wet bleachers.
That's dangerous.
Down wet bleachers like he was being carried by an angel. Because he didn't fall until he hit the bottom of the walkway.
Wow.
And as grown people now, we kind of got a greater respect for stability when we walk, right? I wouldn't even walk down wet bleachers. He ran down wet bleachers.
When he ran down wet bleachers, what did you see while he was running down these wet bleachers? What did you see?
Well, just him flying down the wet bleachers and then falling at the base of the
same thing they said. Same thing.
The base of the bleachers. Yeah. So then he runs off, and you could kind of see three people give chase, and the one person to give chase, I said it looked like he was an extra on the Stooges because he was so damn slow, and that had to been Hunter.
There had to been Hunter.
That was the biggest one. That had to been Hunter. He was so damn slow.
Wow.
Hunter is the biggest one.
Unfortunately for me, like the other people who read the video, that's where my viewing stopped, because I was in there when the girl, like I said, that lady, she was in there trying to record the damn video, and the superintendent busted in the door, looking directly at me with laser eyes, because I'm black and she passed for white. Yeah. Like, are you in here recording? We got word that somebody's in here recording. And I made a little, smart-aleckly remark to him. And again, the video is running, so I'm asked. Then I turned to Michelle, and be like, can we rewind the video? She was like, no. And I said, well, I asked to see all camera angles of the video in my FOIA request. And she was like, well, you're going to have to take that up with legal. So then the chick was like, well, okay, I seen enough. I'm ready to go. So I'm like, shit, she's not going to rewind it. I ain't going to see nothing else. I might as well leave too. So we left. So that was the end of my count. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the part about Hunter lying about holding Austin or the ambulance coming in because, I was interrupted by the, punk ass superintendent who said, I was in there recording the damn.
Okay, so one of the ladies was recording and she got most of it.
Account of what you seen when you went to Frisco ISD. And I'm gonna tell you something, T.
And that's probably the one where I heard that there was a rumor that somebody got in trouble because they were recording. That was probably her.
As Lena's, Kyra's, and Lou's. I talked to some other people offline, and they told me their stories offline. All y'all stories is pretty much the same. I'm talking about 99% the same. Now, one thing that you didn't mention that Lena mentioned and Kyra mentioned and also Lou mentioned is that when they had surrounded him and hovering over him, like you said.
Oh yeah, the pullback, right?
They said all of these people, even 12 tribes, which they said that they actually seen him try to back off.
And they pulled his shirt.
He got pulled back in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they seen. Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
He probably didn't. He got distracted.
I don't recall. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't recall seeing that because, I was probably still dazed like, this is some bullshit.
I remember you said when they started welling on him, you kind of.
That's when he got upset. Like he was like
this some bullshit.
Like, why the fuck is this? Why is this still a damn case?
So
and everything was happening so fast, he probably missed that.
Some bullshit, whatever.
There's some bullshit. In my head, I'm like, what? This is some bullshit. He being jumped.
That's realistic.
Poor dudes. Why did he get locked up? Why did he spend 1 second in jail?
Right.
Wow.
Why didn't he go home like other damn people, did some bogus stuff and got off? They didn't even go to jail. Why did he go to jail? It was effed up, bro. It's effed up.
And at the time that this happened, he was 17. In Texas, they're going to charge a 17-year-old like an adult.
Wow.
And he didn't even do anything but try to protect himself.
So
it was self-defense.
That was a situation where you could understand if somebody used a sharp object like a knife or something to at least get somebody off of him.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a fighter.
People always talking about what they would do, what they wouldn't do. Nobody knows what they would effing do in that situation. But I would have tried to get all four of them. All four of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they trying to harm you, like if they're threatening you. Man, this is alarming. They did something with that tape, y'all. They did something to that tape. Now, right now, we're not able to go see that tape. They're saying it could be because, like, based off of what I'm hearing, people are saying they probably not going to accept your request or anybody else's request at this time is because the family went into the appeal process. I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with it. But they was like, oh no, that could be considered evidence. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's to still be public information. We should still be able to see what happened. It's not like we about to go see the murder weapon. We about to go see what happened. Like at any other time, we get to see George Floyd in them. I mean, not to bring them back up, but we see everybody else's video but this one. This is alarming. Now, I do have more information and I'm gonna be putting all of this out in another video after this one because I didn't know this video was gonna be this long. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this one what it is, which is T Sturdy, which is one of the witnesses actually following up, stating what they saw. And keep in mind that he saw that video last year. So this is very important. I'm very thankful to see that these people that actually spoke up, that saw the video, are still speaking up, okay, and not afraid. That's what I like to see. So that's very good. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm Dane Calloway, and I'm just here to make you think.
OCO, free thinkers.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you think, yeah. I made you think.